And the Dollar General madness continues, guys. Can you believe it? After calling the district manager, after, going to corporate and blah, 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 I still get the same BS. Well, it wasn't bad. It wasn't a big argument like the last time. This time, I went to the Dollar General. I went back to the manager's station in the back, and I asked him, I said, hey, I pulled out one of my coupons I was going to use. I was like, hey, can I use, because I was just testing the waters. I wasn't going to, get to the register and then have another, big ass argument. I was just going to test the waters, take the coupon to the back. And you know what? I was expecting to say, you know what? You were right. You're allowed to use 4 in one transaction. It's all good. And you don't even worry about it. But I walk up to the manager, and she says, she read the coupon. We were cool. And she said, you're only allowed to get 1 per transaction. So I took the coupon back. I just left the store. Very, no big argument, nothing like that. I walked back to the my car like I'm talking to you right now, and then I call corporate again. I called the district manager again. I told you guys I had her number saved, so I called the manager back. The district manager back, and we got into it a little bit. I mean, it wasn't like a big argument, but the outcome was good. But let me tell you what the gist of the conversation. So I call her back, and I said, hey, I just took this coupon to the back. I read her the coupon that I had, and I said, this is what the coupon says. And she said, you know what? They're right. You can only scan in 1 per transaction. So I'm like, what? You just told me last week that I was able to use 4, and that one coupon per purchase meant that I could have 1 coupon per 4 items, right? And that's what she went there, and I was like, I thought we were on the same page. And she was like, and I just said, I'm completely confused now. I mean, I thought we were on the same page with this. And then she's like, well, you know what? Some of our systems, don't. She says some of our systems won't allow it to take multiple coupons. The system just won't take it. So I'm like, okay. So why, when I go to another store, because I went to my other store that I don't have problems with, but they don't have all of the merchandise that I wanted. So I have to go to this store. This is the reason why I keep going to, is because I have to. As much as they don't like seeing me, I don't like seeing them either. So, but I have to get my products, and I'm not going to let a store hold me back from getting it. So, anyway, back to the story. So she's saying, so I'm like, well, how come when I go to this system, they take my coupons and even manually enter them if they have to? And she was like, okay, well, what we're willing to do? We're willing to, if you, get all your items and you break them up in separate transactions, and we'll still honor your $5, for the $5 off 25. And I'm like, you know what? That's not acceptable. I'm like, because I'm gonna be here all day doing separate transactions for each item that I have, and then you're gonna, you're gonna try to spread the $5 out over all the transactions. I'm like, no, that's not gonna work. That's not acceptable. And so she says, and I'm like, well, she's like, well, what difference does it make? You're still saving the $5. I'm like, whoa, lady, it matters a lot, because if I'm trying to separate the transactions, I don't get to $25 to get the $5 off. And then that's when she said, oh, we're willing to spread it out. And I'm like, nah, man, that's not acceptable, because I'm going to be here all day trying to buy, 10 items. You know what I'm saying? So then she goes back, and then I repeat the same thing, the same conversation that we had last week about, having multiple coupons and using them in one transaction. She's just like, well, it depends on the system. If the system takes it, then it's okay. And I'm like, it doesn't even get to that point. When they read the coupons and they just shut it down, and they don't want to manually enter them. So that's when I'm like, well, why can't you just manually enter the coupon if it's the system that won't work? If I'm doing the right thing and bringing the 4 coupons per transaction, and I have 1 coupon per item, then why can't you scan the coupon or manually enter the coupon? And she's like, well, we can do that, blah, blah, blah. It's the customer. And I was like, I'm not trying to be an asshole here. I'm just trying to wonder why it's this particular store that's giving me all these difficulties. You know what I'm saying? So I go back, you know, we continue to talk, and she says, you know what I'm willing to do? I'm willing to go to I'm willing to call the store, and I'm willing to call the store and have the manager manually try to scan the coupons, because we're not even getting to that point. Scan in the coupons just to see if it works, because if it works, then I'm good. And that, you know, and I was in the car, and I was like, I'm not going back in there right now, because if it doesn't work and they give me some BS, I'm gonna snap. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about this. This bus is backing up. Let me shut up for a second. Alright guys, sorry about that. But yeah, man, I was like, if I have any more issues, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna snap, you know, because it seems like I'm the only one that can't post a good Dollar General haul unless I can get it from the other store. You know what I'm saying? All the Swiffer stuff, I did that at the other store. The other store was the one that allowed me to take the coupons. You know what I'm saying? That took the coupons. So we're back at square one, man. It looks like absolutely nothing was accomplished. And she even said that I got off the phone with them I called the manager of the store as soon as we got off the phone the first time and tried to explain it to him. And apparently that didn't happen. Either she called the wrong store or, you know, or something, because that didn't happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still back at square one. No Dollar General stuff, but I do have a nice giant haul to share with you guys in a few minutes. Matter of fact, I'll do it in a separate video. It's in my trunk right now, so I'll share that with you guys, man. Let me go pick up my daughter from daycare, man. Alright guys, thanks.